Hello. Um, I've been meaning to start a YouTube channel for a while, um, and I've got some videos being edited by someone else, but they're taking quite a long time. So I've decided to do my own one. Um, However, I've got very substandard stuff. So I'm doing this on an iPod, which isn't bad for iPodding, but it's terrible for camera. So I'm really sorry about the jiggly handheld business and the poor quality. Um, but anyway, I thought I'd get started. That's the main thing. Okay, so first of all, the equipment. You know, I think it's really important to have the right stuff when you're doing anything. Really, if you're building a stack of shelves, if you're drawing a picture, if you're I don't know, playing the guitar, you've got to have the right stuff. You can't play with two strings. You can, but it's limited. Might have some nice results actually, but it doesn't have the same sort of legs than it would having six strings, which is the possibilities are infinite with six strings. So same with drawing, and for me, I've got this pad, crappy little pad. It's A4, loads of sheets. I think it's important not to care about the thing you're doing it on. If you're using special paper, such as like a big block of watercolor paper, you can see the grain there. Then you're going to be a bit more held back with what you do, and it'll excuse my crappy. You're going to be held back with what you do, the marks you put on the paper, and you'll be thinking too much because oh, is it worth it? That's what I think anyway. Maybe I'm weird. Laptop down there with my website, which you can't really see. That's a little speaker so I can listen to music. Rubber. Bing. I mean, it's not the best rubber, but what else do you need? One of these are cool because you don't get the sharpenings ever on the floor. They go in this little tub. I like to keep it simple with what's this? An HB pencil. My thumb. I have a long nail playing guitar, not because I don't bother to cut them. That's HB. I don't know if you can see that. Yes, you can. Just take my word for it. Rubber on the end. Where is it? There we go. Rubber on the end. That's always really handy for little bits. This is a .1 pen. It's black tip, felt tip, pretty cool. And I also use .3 there, which is a bit fatter and creates more kind of erratic lines, which I quite enjoy. So that's my stuff, which I use for most drawings actually, even the ones that I do for commissions and big important projects. I will use the same stuff to give a kind of the fresh effect. Sorry, that's my paper. Maybe you should be looking at me. Yeah, I think you've got to get the basics right first before you start buying a really expensive brush, expensive paints, using computers, etc. I think you don't want to be in a position where you're using them to cover up the fact that you can't draw or create pictures. Obviously, they're brilliant devices, computers and paints, etc. But for me, I like to focus on the basics, which is looking and drawing. Thank you for watching. Please watch some of my other videos, wherever they are.